Hello, how you doing? We'll talk about this. Are all preachers called? No, a resounding no. They are not all called by God. They are not. I remember when I was in my 20s, I was listening to this preacher, and he said, self has called you to preach. Some people call themselves to preach because they haven't found a career. So they said, okay, nothing else is working. I can't find a career. My business is not doing too well. I'm going to preach. Yeah. And God is not calling them to do anything. The elites have chosen some of these preachers to preach. I'm going to talk about the black community for a minute, particularly to pacify blacks. You know, it was either Lenin or Stalin who said religion is the opiate of the people. Now, actually, that is a true statement. If we are so obsessed with religion, we're not going to think about entrepreneurship. We're not going to think about owning land. And that was actually one of the first commandments God gave, to own land, to start a business. The Apostle Paul was a tent maker. Peter, James, and John were fishermen. So those were the first economic commands. Tent makers, fishermen, build things, okay? But see, the elite wants to brainwash black people, because if we have a leader and we're doing everything the leader says, even if he's stupid, we're not thinking about entrepreneurship. We're not thinking about buying land. The Koreans have no leaders, so they concentrate all their energy on the business. They concentrate all their energy on buying a property, a house, saving the money. Same thing for the Indians. They don't have a leader per se, so they concentrate on having a business, computer repair, having a store, a laundromat, etc. They save all their money. Next thing, and the recession doesn't affect them at all, because they have $500,000 in the bank from having a hotel. So the Indians they don't have religion to pacify them. They don't have a so-called leader to pacify them. So, you know, they're going to college, becoming dentists, doctors, etc. But in particular, in the black community, the elite chooses some of those preachers. Some preachers choose themselves, but the elite chooses a lot of them. The elite bankrolls a lot of them. Why? To pacify blacks, because they want to keep us poor by any means necessary. All means necessary. They want to keep us poor, landless, okay, struggling for every dollar and starving. So they use they pick the black preachers to pacify us. And because look, a lot of these black preachers are millionaires. And Jesus said we're too dumb and stupid to be Christians, too dumb and stupid to be a millionaire. How? Jesus said the children of the world wiser than children of the light. Christians are too dumb and stupid to be millionaires. And besides that, we haven't even asked God for wisdom on money. We haven't even asked him for the wisdom of Solomon on how to manage money and how to get money. So some of these preachers were probably were chosen by the elite, where you look like you got a booming voice, you look like a tough black man. So we'll choose you to preach among the blacks, to pacify them, to make sure they don't think about money, they don't think about entrepreneurship, they don't think about starting a business, they don't even think about saving the money. Forget that. We want to make sure they're broke and bankrupt. Okay, so you got a black preacher telling black people go out and buy a Cadillac, go out and buy an Escalade, can't even afford the gas. And black people listening to those preachers, they go out and buy a Cadillac and Escalade. I have seen it happen. Right into bankruptcy. Listen to the black preachers. Now, even in the black Muslim community, I haven't heard Farrakhan tell them. Occasionally, I have listened to him. I haven't heard him tell, maybe he does it in secret, I don't know. But I haven't heard him tell his people in his congregation to go out and buy land, go out and buy that tax delinquent property in Chicago, go out and start a business. I haven't heard that. See, it's what I don't hear that bothers me. So you got these black leaders bankrolled by the white elite who are not telling black people how to prosper, how to buy land, how to save the money, etc. How to pacify them. They're only pacifying us. Because like I said, Jesus said we're too dumb to be millionaires. Now there are a lot of black preachers who are millionaires, multimillionaires. Yet I have not seen one of them get one homeless person off the street. Not one. Not one homeless person, not one senior citizen off the street. I don't care what color the person is. I haven't seen them get a white person or a black person off the street. I haven't seen it. Now, let's talk about T.D. Jakes for a minute. Okay? He's a gay. I haven't seen his medical record, so I don't know. But let's just say that is true. Now, if he's gay at 66, he was gay at 16. He was gay at 13. He did not all of a sudden become gay at 66. God would never call a gay man to preach the gospel. So I don't think he was chosen by God. He was chosen by the elite. In fact, I never heard T.D. Jakes say he was chosen by God. I never heard him say, I had an encounter with God and God told me to preach the gospel. I never heard him say that. So that tells me that he was bankrolled by the elite. Okay? He was chosen by the elite to pacify blacks. Okay? Because God would never call a gay man to preach the gospel. If there is a gay man preaching the gospel, he's just doing a sing-along. He's just singing along, and he's just singing along to go along. He's not preaching about nothing. There's a lot of puzzlement, like you have a pastor who's a father, and the children don't look like the father. This puzzles me, okay, but never mind. Okay, I haven't seen any medical records. Nowadays, most of these preachers are sellouts. They have sold out. They're just sellouts, okay? They're not even with Christ. Either you for or against me. That's what Jesus said. You for or against me. It's no in between. They're not even with Christ. They're sellouts. And the white man controls the money. The white man controls the church. But they're sellouts. And they're not even with Christ. So no, not all preachers are called. Bye.